As I introduce tonight's keynote speaker, let me ask you another question or two. Did you know that Del Mar College once had an intercollegiate football team? Did you know that the Vikings won the Pioneer Conference Championship and played in the Junior Rose Bowl in Pasadena, California, not Texas? Ladies and gentlemen, Dr. Wayne Morris, tonight's featured speaker, can give you details on Del Mar College's final days of intercollegiate football. Wayne Morris, Doctor of Dental Surgery, has practiced general dentistry in Corpus Christi for 47 years. He grew up in Hebronville, where he enjoyed hunting and fishing. He once caught a 6-foot 9-inch tarpon off of Bob Hall Pier when he was only 12 years old. That's a big deal in Corpus Christi, folks. Which may have been the junior world record, although that was never confirmed. I wish I owned 1/3 of the original Calcutta bamboo fishing rods that he once built by hand years ago. At 16 years old, in his senior year at Ray High School, he played on the state championship team for the W.B. Ray Texans in 1959. All those Texans out there, how about that? He earned the honor of serving as president of the Del Mar College freshman class in 1960 and 61, and played on the winning Vikings football team. Dr. Morris considers himself privileged to have played in 25 consecutive gridiron victories for his Ray High School and Del Mar College teams. Following his graduation from Baylor University and the University of Texas Dental School, he started his local dental practice. He has held every office in the Nueces Valley District Dental Society, including president. Wayne and his lovely wife, Lucille, raised 3 sons and now enjoy their 4 grandchildren. And Mrs. Morris is seated right over here to my right. Would you please raise your hand, Lucille, so folks can see and they get you on that camera? Thank you, Lucille, for being here. Dr. Morris's love for sports carried over to coaching youth football and Little League teams for 25 years, taking 2 teams to state championships. Graduates, let me tell you, this is a local hometown hero, and this gentleman is all about being a Del Mar Viking. He exudes all that is good about being a Del Mar College Viking. Please help me, ladies and gentlemen, to bring up to the podium a local hometown hero, Dr. Wayne Morris.
Thank you for those kind words, Mark. Dr. Escamilla, pardon me, I've just known him a long time. But I'm a little confused about hometown hero. Is there another Wayne Morris up here? Good evening, graduates, faculty members, regents, family, and friends. And a very special good evening to you grandparents who are here tonight. Without us, none of the rest of them would be here. It is both an honor and a very humbling experience to be your speaker this evening. And what a diverse group of graduates. You grads who are veterans that served our country. Thank you very much. You grads that are parents, especially single parents, and those of you who work full or part-time while continuing your education are to be commended. Your dedication and commitment to growing are inspiring. For those who were able to continue their education by being awarded a scholarship, I admire your determination. I also attended Del Mar College on a scholarship, and I know how important they are to us. As you heard from Dr. Escamilla, I did have the pleasure of playing on the last Del Mar Viking football team. There is no truth to the rumor that when the school looked at those of us that would be returning the next year, that they threw in the towel. But on second thought, that might have been the reason. For those of you who know football, I played left, out, and way back. For those of you who don't know football, I was a bench warmer most of the time, but I did get to play. Graduates, I know that you're very eager to walk across this stage and receive your diplomas and certificates. And now they put this old white-haired dude up here to speak to you. Have patience. You may be the one up here in 56 years after you got out of Del Mar. I'm not going to give you a speech because I'm not a politician. I'm just going to talk to you for a little while. You don't have to take notes. There will not be a test. 3 things that you need to know before I begin. I am not politically correct. I don't believe in coincidences. That's why I'm not a politician. And if there's an English professor out there that is one of the leaders in grammar, I apologize before I even start. Graduates, I'm sure that each of you want to be successful. Is that right? Well, the most important question to ask is, how do you define success? You need to have a solid answer. You need to have a definite plan and goals. At your age, you're looking forward to success, while at my age, I'm looking back to the 4 basic qualities that I observed in the most successful people I ever knew. And I'm even going to show you how old I am. I'm going to put on my glasses. I'm going to share these qualities with you, and I would love to give you the keys to success, but I can't. But I will share these 4 important qualities that I feel that you personally need to lead you towards success. They won't guarantee success, but they'll definitely put you on the right track. But just like that diploma that you earned and will be receiving tonight, these qualities will require hard work and much study. The number 1 key that I developed in my personal life is the top one I observed in the folks that I admire the most. And that is to have a deep anchor in life. Yes, I said a deep anchor. Like it or not, life has its ups and downs. And if you're not anchored deep during the tough times, especially the bad storms, you're going to get battered by the winds and tossed around. My personal deep anchor consists of 2 things. First, it's a strong belief and relationship with God. And second, a devoted family. Without God, my life would have been in disarray. He has been my rock in the good times and especially in the difficult times. Developing a strong relationship with God takes a while. It requires study, discussion with others, and frequent prayer to get close to God. He's always there. He's just waiting for you. God has brought many people into my life that help me in various areas. People from all walks of life, from butchers to bankers, from mechanics to MDs, from professors to plumbers. I said earlier that I did not believe in coincidences, and I don't. God has a plan. He is going to bring people into your life that can guide you and help you, and you never know whom that person could be. So always keep your eyes open every time you meet people. The second part of the deep anchor in my life has been my family. I think the program shared a little bit about my family, as did Dr. Escamilla. The part I left out, I'm going to share with you right now. I was born to two loving parents. As a youngster, they taught me manners and to be respectful to others. They pushed me towards achieving a quality education and supported me every step of the way. Neither of my parents had a high school diploma, and they wanted me to be the first in the family to get a college education. However, there were some hard times, financially and emotionally. My father was an alcoholic, and my mother suffered from severe bouts of depression. But God put some fabulous people in my life as I was growing up. Teachers, coaches, ministers, people that we call mentors today. And He has continued to bring wonderful people and mentors continually still at my age into my life. As an early teenager, I had two very specific goals. One was to have a home, not a house, a home. And the other was to have a strong, loving family when I grew up. To me, that would be success. Today, my wife and I have been married 51 years, 4 months, and 9 days. She's my best friend, and I love her more now than that evening we said, I do. We have 3 great sons that have turned into wonderful men, and I'm extremely proud of them. We finally got our daughters when they married, and we have 3 super daughter-in-laws. And of course, the best thing about that is we have 4 fantastic grandkids, 2 boys and 2 girls. These people are my life. We also have 2 spiritually adopted sons. They each have wonderful parents who agreed to share their sons with our family. And they're both very special men. One is a Marine fighter pilot. He was reared in Corpus Christi, went to Carroll High School. He graduated from the Naval Academy in Annapolis. Very smart young man. I'll tell you about the other one a little later. We said 4 qualities. The second quality I observed in, quote, successful people, unquote, is extremely important. It is developing the highest level of integrity. What is integrity? It's honesty, truth, trustworthiness, always doing your best, being dependable, striving for excellence. Integrity is to never stop learning and to enjoy the educational journey. Getting there is the fun part, and the journey will help you grow as a person. Don't stop learning. Integrity is being mature. It is a total commitment to live a life worthy of the calling you have received. Listen to that. Listen one more time. It is a total commitment to live a life worthy of the calling you have received. Put simply, integrity is doing what right. Integrity is not speaking bad about other people or putting them down. It is not slacking off the job. It is not putting yourself number one always, and it's not making excuses. Integrity means to always take the high road, which is always longer and more difficult than the shortcuts in life. But you will rise to the top if you always purpose to walk in integrity. Of all things, your integrity describes you the best. All of you know about the 5 senses: sight, hearing, taste, smell, and touch. There are 2 other senses that are just as important to all of us. And they were very prevalent in all these successful people I've known. They are common sense and a sense of humor. Common sense is indispensable to success and a happy life. It's basically knowing right from wrong and always doing what's right. It is responsibility. It's making smart choices and not doing anything to harm others. Common sense is one of the most significant signs of those who have become successful. And a sense of humor speaks for itself. Have fun. Learn to laugh at yourself. Smile. Enjoy life. You only get one. And remember, I'm the only person up here that's not wearing a dress. The final quality of the four is to have passion and compassion. Passion for your life's calling. I truly love my job. I really do. And I've loved it for 47 years. You must love yours too. If you don't, you won't be a happy person. Passion is also going all out for the people in your life. And compassion is taking care of them and taking care of others. Many people are going to need your help during your life. Give it to them. We were all put on this earth to take care of others. The people that stand tallest in my book are the ones that stoop to raise a child. The ones who always go the extra mile for others. Compassion is giving your time, your talents, and yes, your money to those who need your help. So now you know the four qualities: a strong anchor, integrity, common sense and a sense of humor, passion and compassion. And if you grow in these areas, you will obtain wisdom. Will they bring you success? Absolutely. Because real success is being happy in your life. Happiness is not just loving the things you like to do, but loving the things you need to do. Each of you were put here for a purpose. Fulfill that purpose and you will find the true meaning of life and success, which is happiness. Two quick little things that I want to share with you. Dr. Escamilla said earlier that Delmar won the Pioneer Conference Championship and went to the Little Rose Bowl in 1959. The team I played on in 1960 went undefeated and also won the Pioneer Conference Championship. And I'm going to share a story with you that very few people know. Our team received an invitation to play in the Little Sugar Bowl in New Orleans. There was one stipulation. We had to leave our African American defensive end at home. The way I remember it, we had a team meeting and he got up, knowing what a great honor this would be, and said, "Guys, go." He also knew that for the sophomores, they were going to get to be on play in front of a bunch of other college coaches, and maybe they would go on into the four-year school and play football. The coaches said, "Guys, you guys are going to vote with a written secret ballot." Now, I can't tell you all the teams we played those 10 games, and I can't tell you what the scores were. But I can tell you my proudest moment as a Delmar football player, as a Viking, was when the coach said, "It's been voted on unanimously that we're staying home." That was a long time ago. I can remember it like it happened yesterday. I know I've talked too long, just almost finished. I mentioned earlier about having two spiritually adopted sons, remember? That first one was a Marine pilot, and he definitely has those four qualities that I shared with you. And my second son also has them. I met him when he was about 16. A friend and I were taking a bunch of kids that getting ready to be seniors at Carroll High School, football players up the Frio River. How many of you have been there? There you go. Before two-a-days started, I picked him up. First time I met him, he threw a backpack in the car in a bedroll, and he got in the back seat with this huge paper sack. I said, "Son, what you got in your sack?" He said, my mama made breakfast tacos for everybody. I knew he and I were going to be friends for life right then. He and I talked a lot on that trip. He had a passion. He wanted to be in law enforcement. If I remember it, he really wanted to be a border patrolman. But unfortunately, playing sports, he got some sports injuries that prohibited him from pursuing his dream. And he was very disappointed. But with the guidance of family, some mentors, and a higher power, he found a different direction to use his passion of helping others and making a difference in their lives. His mom and dad helped he and his 4 siblings each achieve a college education, and for some, even farther than that. It was with hard work and dedication from the entire family. He has passion for his job, compassion for others. He has common sense and a sense of humor, and he has the highest of integrity. He also has a strong faith and a wonderful family. And all you guys know him. He's on this stage tonight. He's the president of your college, Dr. Mark Escamilla. I need some more tacos after that. I will close with these few words, and please listen closely. At the end of life, what really matters is not what we bought, but what we built. Not what we got, but what we shared. Not our competence, but our character. Not our success, but our significance in others' lives. Live a life that matters. Live a life of love. And with that, I wish you joy, and I wish you happiness, and I wish you a very Merry Christmas.